Hello and welcome to TikiKawaii. My name is Bunny. I'm going to give you a tour of my island. We're going to start right here at the airport, Dodo Airlines. Just as a little cute sneak peek, we got Myra back here. Myra's one of my long-term residents. She's got on a orange 5-ball tee. I give all of my residents those shirts that have numbers on them regularly, so that hopefully they'll all just be wearing them and looking like a little group, but it doesn't always happen that way. I saw Beardo earlier today and he was wearing a towel, so let's hope he's gotten dressed. And let's start, we'll go straight to the right, and you will see my resident services building. So this is the entrance. It's a little offset from my airport, which annoyed me at first. It's cute. We will allow it. This is the entrance. This is what you would first see if you go to resident services. While we're here at resident services, I'm going to open up the map and let you kind of dig into what I've got going on here. You can see all my residents and you can see all the pathing and all the terraforming and the water forming. Not quite sure what to call that. Waterscaping? Yeah. So if you see, I live up here on the top northeast corner of the island. My residents, we've got Judy, Admiral, Stinky, Sylvia, Savannah, Myra, Dottie, Fauna, Bunny, and Beardo. You can also see where my river mouths are, the western side, the southern side. My hidden beach is on the northern side of my island, and my peninsula is on the west, and my hotel is on the southeast side of the island. So we're going to start right here at resident services, kind of the public areas of the island. There's not a really logical way to go through this island. I've thought about it a lot, and I'm just going to do my best to show you everything in a somewhat logical way so that you're not too lost. Resident services, because you couldn't really do much decorating here, which I see why they did that, but I wish I could have. So I tried to make it look like it was a little bigger. So we're like sitting here at resident services, like that was kind of built in. If you just ignore this little green line, you might be able to imagine it. And I also made like this other areas to be the same width, just trying to make it sort of match. So residence area, resident services here. And then you can cross over the bridge and you'll be back to the airport. So this is where we are. We're going to go towards the west first. Here's my little fishing zone. I like to keep some tools nearby. Hey, maybe you're visiting and you want to go fishing, and here's a little fishing rod for you. I also really love the wheat item. I don't know, I just really love running through it. Yay! It feels so good. Oh yeah. Yeah, so here's the beach, one of my beaches. I like to keep it pretty clear. This is supposed to be like the town beach, the public beach, the place where everybody goes and chills. Myra actually lives right here. So I have two beach houses, Myra's house and Beardo's house. I tried to decorate all of my resident houses to look like I think they might like it. So they all have a little sign to signify who lives there, which helps me remember. So Beardo, I know everybody hates Beardo, but I love Beardo. He's, you know, you always got to have a annoying guy in your town, and he's my annoying guy. Got all of his trophies he's showing off in his money tree. He's very fancy. And Myra is very weird. She's got her little rocket ship and her robot. She's an athletic villager, so she's got her little workout zone. Super cute. Everything on my island is cute, but everything in Animal Crossing is cute. It's not just my island, it's all Animal Crossing. So behind Beardo's house is Able Sisters, and at Able Sisters I like to switch these little outfits around for the season. You can change your look up here. Sometimes I'll have a changing room here, and oh, there's Beardo. God, he's such a creep. Look how weird he is. Why is he wearing that towel? Ugh. I thought I gave you a shirt to wear. This is also my peninsula. At the end of my peninsula, I have a lighthouse, and I actually raised it up here. I saw someone did that. I think that's brilliant. This lighthouse also looks like the Body Island Lighthouse in North Carolina. Maybe if I step back a little bit, you might see it a little better. Oh, yeah. So next to Abel's Sisters, across the bridge, we're behind Resident Services, and here we've got Nook's Cranny. I made sure I had a little kitchen, a little workbench, ATM, storage shed, all that stuff. So I was ready to go for anything I needed to do at Nook's Cranny. If I need to get some more cash to buy expensive things like this fine vase, which was 130,000 bells. Wow. But this is a museum, so the museum's allowed to have fancy things. We got the blue and white pottery. I wanted to show you the community garden. I have this little open space here where I put my gyroid fragments, if I have any of those, to let them grow up. And a little shopping zone. I usually change him out for red and white at Christmas time, so he looks like Santa, but he's, I guess, the guy who checks out your vegetables for you, sells you your daily newspaper. Let's go back to the museum. Museum got some rainbow floor lights. I love the gaze. The roost, a little musical sign. I love musicals, although I've never seen a musical at a museum. Have you? The museum grounds got a little TikiKawaii coffee mug. Occasionally I'll switch this out for a seasonal dish. Like in Valentine's Day, I would have like some chocolate sitting here or something. In the museum grounds, I've got all of the fruit trees and the money tree, which is the fruit of your labor. And you can also see my mountain. If you go back behind the museum, you can see my rainbow flowers, every flower in every color. The green mum was my last flower I was able to get. And I've been very careful the past 3 days to not run through this area, so all the flowers will be in bloom for you. Appreciate my self-control. Back here we got little park ranger. We've also got over here towards the eastern side of the backyard of the museum is these kind of rare plants and things. A tarantula, my favorite sculpture. Did you know it did this? I recently saw something about Japanese history that this was one of the first things they found of ancient Japanese history. Look, don't quote me on it. Either way, he's cool. Got the mushrooms and everything, so you can see back there, just like exotic plants. And we're going to go over here, kind of the back way. And we're going to go to my campsite. This is where my campsite is. Got lots of little campsite-y kinds of things. And some more wheat, my favorite. Oh, I love you, wheat. In real life and in Animal Crossing. This is my natural beach area. When I learned that you could, put pathing out that looks like the beach and you could grow coconut trees on the sand pathing, I was all in. So I made this giant camping natural beach area. There's no lighting. It's like the getaway, the wilderness of TikiKawaii. Play your little ukulele. Chill out on your little hammock from Paradise Planning. Your coconut drink. Gosh, that would be so nice. All of my rocks spawned here. And I never break my rocks because I want them to always be here. The fossils will spawn here. Sorry, I'm distracted by my totally adorable shadow here. Gosh, could I be cuter? No. So you see there's 4 rocks here. There's a 5th rock that's hidden. Maybe I'll show you. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 rocks in the game. There's 5 rocks here, and there's another rock hidden somewhere else. I like the way the campfires look when they're off. It looks kind of like, they should be off in this ghost town. Hey, bunny. it's neighborhood time. So let's check out the neighborhood. And as we get there, we'll pass through this weird little Mario zone, this weird little beekeeping zone, this weird little wish for money zone. I don't know. I didn't know where to put all my Mario stuff, and I thought it was such cute items. I really wanted to use them. So I use them here. But here's the entrance to my neighborhood. If you'll notice, I've got the pathing all has kind of hearts at the end. I don't really like the way the path looks when it just ends, so I kind of tried to make heart shapes at the end of a lot of my paths. If it's a bunny resident, you get a little carrot. Savannah seems to like cactuses, according to the internet. And I tried to decorate their houses kind of what I thought they would like. I also pay really close attention to the lighting. The neighborhood has all these cute globe lights, which I love. The neighborhood also has this kind of light tunnel entrance. Spoiler alert, I'll show you my resort and my cherry blossom garden a little later. But you can go through this tunnel of lights and you'll get to the neighborhood. And in the neighborhood, you can go up here and you'll see her house, Judy's house. And I really liked the idea of having my resident houses tucked into the land. So I sort of built land all around the houses real close so they were all nestled in, snuggled in. So hopefully you can get that idea come across. So everything's sort of like carved out of this part of the island. Admiral's house, my favorite house. It's got a little meditation pillow, little deer scare, which is adorable. And you go up and you can see a couple more houses. You can see Fauna's house down there. Her house is the most nestled in, so snugly. And then Bunny's house, see, she has carrots as well. And Stinky's house. And Stinky was my very first resident, so I have a soft spot for him. All my residents are my original residents except for one. So let me tell you a little bit about Bunny. Bunny is my second replacement resident. I used to have Al. I loved Al. I know he's not that popular of an Animal Crossing resident, but I adored him. And I accidentally let him move away. Coincidentally, this was right after my dog died, and you better believe I cried when Al moved away. I just started having new residents pass through. So the resident that was here before was Pudge. He really liked red, I guess. So I had red flowers, and now Bunny's here. So I added some pink and green flowers, but there's still some red flowers, a little bit of lore from when Pudge was here. And I guess whoever my next villager is, I'll take some of those flowers up and put their favorite colors, and soon it'll be like a rainbow. This is a little back entrance, and you can see my inaccessible stone. I waited till it spawned there and carved water all around it, so it looked like, gosh, how did that happen? It happened by being obsessive. Here's one of my favorite areas, the graveyard. Spooky wooky. This level has the evergreen trees, so it looks super cute at Christmas. And in my graveyard, I have my residents who are no longer with us. I miss you all. Across from the graveyard is the wedding venue. I work in the wedding industry, so I thought it had to happen. So we got a little cocktail hour area, a little dancing area. I wonder if I can, let's do some dancing. Oh my goodness, I'm so precious. This is where the ceremony is. We got a little sunken pool down here and a little sunken organ down here. And then come around the corner, and this is the wedding venue. Dun, 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 dun. I did. I like this view a lot. I like all the different heights that the lighting is at. Got a little bubble maker here. Confetti. So, wedding venue. Gotta love it. You see at the graveyard, all the flowers are black. In the wedding venue, all the flowers are white. The symbolism is oozing. All right. A few more important places to show you. We'll pass by Mario Land, Fauna's house. This is the museum again, which you can get down to here. But behind the neighborhood and to the east of the museum, we have a little stargazing area. I like to come here on shooting star nights. I like to put all my butterflies here. Jump right across there. And then behind the neighborhood, we also have a fairy garden. These little doll houses make perfect little fairy houses. This is where I have all of my moss, green moss stuff and blue flowers and whatever that thing is. What is this? Whatever it is, I love it. I love it so much. It looks like a little person on a grain of rice. So Moss Zone, Fairyland, and that brings us to my area. I have my little front yard. This is where the Mario pipe is. A little boat, scooter. I just think this, I mean, honestly. I call myself Bunny, so I have a little bunny sign. So here's my pools. I really love the way this little pool looks like. It looks like it's supposed to be there. Like it matches perfectly. And for some reason I'm into pink and purple water. I don't know. I don't know if that's healthy. Got garden. I have all my fruit trees, and this is where I put my money trees as they're growing. And I have everything I could possibly need right here. I'm going to show you a little back way. Back behind my house, you go through these little coins. Boom. Boom. Cha-ching. $5 million buried in the sand. And we're waiting for red to arrive. It lines up perfectly, as you would imagine. And if you look back this way, this is where that stargazing area is. We get the park ranger. We get the campsite. You getting it? I'm going to run all the way back to my house. We're going to go down to where the hotel is. I'm going to show you my resort. And then the piece de resistance, my cherry blossom garden, which is why I filmed this video right now. All right, so my yard is on this east side of the island. So I've got this long string of beach. There's not much going on, just waterscaping. You can get to the areas, like if you go up this way, you'll get in the wedding venue. You get down here, you get a little surf zone. My husband is a surfer, so I had to put some surfboards, some little wetsuits. Throughout my island, I have lots of little storage sheds, so you'll see those throughout. This is my resort. So I had this here for years, and then when they opened the hotel, it just couldn't have been more amazing because it's right here off my resort. So you could like stay in the hotel and then hang out by the pool. I've got a little DIY station and a kitchen just so I can fulfill orders here. And then if I ever want to go to his islands, I got a vaulting pole, a ladder, and a backup axe. And I guess gas, because boats need gas. I don't like to carry these things in my pocket, so I keep them here and grab them when I go to his island. And here is my like tiki resort, TikiKawaii. I love all of this styling, customized all the little chairs and cushions to match. This is where my river mouth is. And I squeezed it really teeny tiny and then made it into a pool where you can see my favorite view of the island. Oh, how nice would that be to sit by those little beach chairs and hear that water. I wish I could go to TikiKawaii in real life. So here's the pool. Here's my spa area, because I love a spa. We've got the yuzu baths. Here are some little rinse off showers and the tiki bar. Little places you can change into your bathing suit, I guess. And here's the front of TikiKawaii Resort. In front of the resort, I have my little messy villager. I love Sylvia, and I just wanted her to have a little crazy messy place. I never clean up the weeds or the seashells. She's just chilling. She does what she wants when she wants to do it. She's got a mean little dog and a sweet little dog. All right, so remember this light tunnel I told you about? Well, it's right next to the Piece de Resistance, my cherry blossom garden, and this is why I made this video, and this is why I made this video at this time of year, because now the trees are in bloom. Let's go through the garden. All the flowers are pink. Got a few little DIY things in here. Everything's pink. I just think, I mean, honestly. Aww. So we got a little spring blossom music playing. You can see, have a little picnic here. If you look behind those cherry blossom trees, you can see that I have tree standees that look like cherry blossoms. So they suggest what cuteness is waiting for you in April, the rest of the year. But right now is the time. Welcome to TikiKawaii at cherry blossom season. I'm so glad you came to visit. I hope you enjoyed it. This is what 1,420 hours will give you. And I'm glad you came to visit.